So I'm here in Zürich, and although it is one of the richest countries of the world, we're gonna ask some people how they feel about the city and what changed in the last couple of years, because I heard there is a high increase in apartment rents. The prices are getting very high and people are fed up with it. Basically, the middle class doesn't want to work just for covering their bills. Even compared to other countries, we are much better off. And yeah, I will go to the city, ask a few people how they feel about it, what the situation is in the richest country in the world, and you will accompany me and we'll go to the city and shed light to a few places. Yeah. Sorry, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes.
Are you a Swiss citizen?
Yes.
I want to ask you, what do you think, what changed in the last 2 or 3 years in the city of Zurich?
A lot more people.
A lot?
A lot.
And what do you mean with a lot?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we have more people from different countries. I know this, and you see even by the streets we have a lot more traffic and things like this.
And do you like that?
Oh, we have to live with it.
Because to be honest, I have migrational background as well.
Yeah.
But I also see like the population gets exchanged inside the city of Zurich and also like of Switzerland. And I think the local people are starting to be a little bit have a resentment,
Yeah.
because everything is also increasing, like the apartments, the housing, and it doesn't get covered a lot in the media, like from 20 minutes, the popular.
Yeah.
And yeah, what is your stance about that?
Yeah, I think this is also a problem. Yeah, I think, but I don't know. For me, I like we have different people here, but Switzerland is so small, you know, and I think one day we are overfilled.
collapse,
Yeah.
And I think you saw that also by the GDP. The GDP is actually declining, but a lot more people come here. The economy is booming, but the GDP per capita per person is declining.
Yes.
So, yeah, the economy for our people.
Yeah. The economy. We don't know, you know, how it is in a few years, but I think everything gets more expensive, and this is not good, you know.
And what would you say to the people who think like everyone in Switzerland is rich?
No, this is not true. No. Now a lot of people, they suffer to pay their bills, they suffer to pay the health insurance, the rents and stuff, and at the end it's not so much left for doing activities or for going to holidays. Now a lot of people, they suffer here.
And do you think the media is backing the people that are living here, for example, like 20 minutes?
No, not really, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it was nice to meet you. And you see a lot of people. Those topics are not getting covered by the media, especially 20 minutes. They are not backing up the people, the local people. They are not standing for them. And yeah, this is the reason why I go and ask the people in person. Because we don't have a news media that is standing for our people. We get forced to work more hours without everyone being silent, and people are fed up with it. You see the tensions, but as long as the media isn't covering it, nothing will happen. So I thought to myself, I will be the media and I will cover it, so that you see the real shit of Zurich, Switzerland, you know? Like, yeah. Sorry, can I ask you a couple of questions in front of the camera?
No.
Why not? The Swiss diplomat. Okay, she didn't want to answer me some questions, but it doesn't matter. Sorry, are you tourists or do you live in Switzerland?
She lives in Switzerland.
Can I ask you a couple of questions in front of the camera?
We are taking this train.
Just 1, 2 small questions.
I'm
Okay.
shy.
Okay, don't worry. So the people are very reserved. It's very difficult to find people to ask them. As I said before, but it is important that they speak about it. And this is also the reason why Switzerland, you can go in a specific direction with Switzerland. For example, you make a downfall of the economy. People will not say anything. They will not stand united. They will shut their mouth, not speak about it, and just continue. And this needs to change, man. Man, to be honest, I'm a little bit depressed that nobody wants to speak with me and that everyone is so shy and don't want to express their opinions. Because I consider it as very important to express their opinions, especially if they see that change is going in a negative direction. Sorry, darf ich 2, 3 Fragen stellen Ihnen?
Ja, was das?
Und zwar, wie findest du, dass die Schweiz sich am verändern ist in den letzten 2, 3 Jahren? So,
Du meinst nach Corona-Zeit generell? Oder wie?
ja, so nach
Wirtschaftlich?
Corona allgemein.
Ja, also ich merke das in der Gastronomie. Wir haben jetzt schon einen rechten Umfang gehabt, oder? Aber wenn ich so rückblickend wirke, ist natürlich, hat es schon recht ein bisschen abgelassen, muss ich sagen.
Hat's abgelassen?
Aber Preis-Leistungs-Verhältnis ist natürlich recht extrem aufgeschossen. So, wenn du jetzt Vergleich gehst, so zu einem Mikrolino einkaufen oder einen Coop einkaufen und dann denkst du, einkaufen, die Preise sind extrem hochgeschossen.
Und was sagst du auch zu diesen Mieten, von diesen Apartments und so?
Wow, also ich muss ehrlich sagen, ich wohne mitten in der Stadt Zürich im Kreis 2. Das ist in der Nähe von der City Waffenplatz. Und ich zahle für 25 Quadratmeter 1600 Franken und das ist sehr viel. Es ist eine Dachgeschosswohnung. Im Sommer ist es übel heiß, es drückt dir die ganze Hitze rein und es ist halt schon... Du bist im Zentrum, aber es ist
Also ganz ehrlich, ich habe es ja mitverfolgt, ich bin da geboren und aufgewachsen.
Ja.
Und wenn ich so die Verfolgung mache von den Preisen und von der Ungleichheit auch, vor allem, dass Leute immer weniger verdienen und die Oberen halt immer
die
mehr...
obere Schicht, ja genau. Wie zum Beispiel da in Europa eigentlich. Also wenn du mal schauen, die ganzen Partner,
Genau.
so, das kann man sich gar nicht leisten.
Und weißt du, was mir auch aufgefallen ist? Die meisten bieten halt Service an für wirklich Leute, die Stutz haben.
Ist es so, ja?
Weil
Auf jeden Fall.
Mittelklasse-Dienstleistungen sind nicht mehr so rum, weil
Ja,
die Leute...
ja, man merkt es schon, es ist schon brutal. Aber wir sind gleich da. Wir müssen gleich jeden Tag aufstehen, wir müssen gleich arbeiten, dass wir das Geld bekommen.
Recht
Dass wir
demotivierend.
halt immer Rechnungen müssen zahlen.
Das ist
Gell?
demotivierend.
Ja, schon ein wohl,
Und
aber
was denkst du
halt-
so in den nächsten 15 Jahren? Zu was wird sich das entwickeln? Hoffst du, dass es...
Ja, also ich glaube nicht, dass es viel, viel besser wird mit dem ganzen Krieg rundum und so. Ich glaube, es wird eher klappern. Es wird wahrscheinlich noch ein teurer werden. Es wird noch mehr... ich meine, es baut extrem Wohnungen jetzt hier in der Stadt Zürich, aber du vermagst das einfach nicht mehr. Du vermagst das wirklich nicht. Du musst halt in eine WG ziehen und mit jemandem zusammen wohnen musst natürlich auch passen. Das ist immer so eine Sache. Aber ich glaube nicht, dass es besser wird.
Aber wir sind uns alle einig da. Jeder, den ich gefragt habe, also es muss sich etwas ändern.
Es muss auf jeden Fall, ja klar,
Ja.
sicher auf jeden Fall.
Also
Ja.
die Politik muss da wirklich einschreiten und vor allem auch die
Ja.
Medien müssen hinter uns stehen, habe ich das
Die
Gefühl.
Medien vor allem, ja klar.
Die stehen
Medien-
gar nicht hinter uns.
Nein, das absolut nicht. Also Medien können auch manipulieren. Oder du glaubst schon, ich glaube wirklich nur das, was ich jetzt permanent an mir erlebe, oder sozusagen. Aber das, was die natürlich auch mit Ausland ist, alles
Also das
gut.
Vertrauen im System ist wirklich...
Das ist nicht mehr so da. Nein, voll nicht.
Okay. Ich freue mich.
Danke, freut
Vielleicht
mich.
sehen wir sich mal. Ciao. And yeah, she talks very openly. I will get the translation and man, just like people are fed up, they don't trust the system anymore. They are fed up with the high prices and they don't like how the direction the economy is going. Like for example, we are here at the Europa Allee. It's like the Europe Alley, and the thing is like all the service that they provide here are basically for people who have a lot of money. They don't provide a lot of middle class services anymore because they know they can't cover the cost, since nobody from the middle class is actually taking all those services because they don't have the affordability to actually buy stuff. So they stop buying at all. They're just going to Migros and Coop. They are not spending a lot. And yeah, basically it got pumped. The whole city got pumped only for rich people and like provide services for two and four rich people, you know. Sorry zusammen. Darf ich euch echt 2, 3 Fragen Bezug zur Schweiz stellen? Ich komme gerade mit euch. Und zwar, ich wollte fragen, wie findet ihr, wie ist sich die Schweiz am verändern in den letzten 2, 3 Jahren? So,
Divers. Also auf der einen Seite wird es bunter, vitaler und auf der anderen enger. Und das sind so zwei
eben, ich sehe, Migration vor allem vom EU-Raum ist ein grosses Thema. Mega viele Leute haben halt Angst, das Thema anzusprechen, weil sie halt denken, dass sie schon Rassisten wären. Aber es hat nichts mit Rassismus zu tun. Ich bin auch hier geboren und aufgewachsen und ich muss sagen, es ist ein heikles Thema. Und also, wie denken ihr so ein bisschen über die Ökonomie, weißt, so ein bisschen über die Wirtschaft? Die Leute haben ein bisschen weniger Geld in den letzten 2-3 Jahren.
Nein. Wir haben viel zu viel Geld. Es gibt, allerdings gibt es eine Kluft, das muss man fairerweise sagen. Es gibt natürlich die weniger haben oder wenig haben, die prekär leben, prekär verdienen. Das ist das Problem. Ja. Aber es gibt natürlich wahnsinnig viel, ich meine, schau mal auf Kloten. Mit der Bahn und dann wieder der Bahnsteig voll ist. Das ist ja furchtbar.
Genau, aber das meine ich auch. Ich meine, es gibt mega Reiche, aber die Ungleichheit, die ist schon gestiegen in den letzten 4 Jahren.
Ja. Aber so, es könnte sich noch sehr viel leisten. Und natürlich gibt es die Ungleichheit. Aber auf der anderen Seite, wenn ich hier in Zürich schaue, was hier alles abgerissen wird und neu gebaut, das heisst ja immer, dass es hier Leute hat, die haben vielleicht noch einigermaßen günstigen Wohnraum. Wie das aber ja abgerissen wird, müssen ja die etwas anderes suchen. Die finden garantiert nichts Gleichwertiges. Das wird immer teurer und das, was gebaut wird sowieso teurer. Einfach unter dem Deckmantel
Eine Marktmiete.
Das ist eine Sauerei, oder?
Ja.
Ich finde, die Politik müsste da einschreiten, ein bisschen besser.
Ja, es ist sogar so, dass ich mich manchmal frage, für was sind die eigentlich da? Jetzt müssen wir über Gendersternchen abstimmen.
Genau.
Und ich finde, wir haben einfach andere Probleme. Das ist doch einfach ein Quatsch.
Genau. Und ich habe das Gefühl, weil die halt in so hohen Positionen sind, fühlen sie sich gar nicht angesprochen mit den Problemen, die der heutige Mittelstand halt konfrontiert ist.
Ja, doch.
Oder vielleicht haben sie einfach keine Ideen, keine Visionen. Sie können
Danke vielmals, dass ihr da euch Zeit genommen habt für mich und schönen Abend noch zusammen.
Ja, gleichfalls.
Yeah, it's very interesting topics, but everyone is fed up with the politicians, with the housing prices, with the apartments. And man, I am the first Swiss citizen who is covering this shit. All the other people are not doing anything. They just keep on working, keep on getting the lower salaries, keep getting fucked and not standing against it. But we will create a movement, guys. And the movement will be Switzerland stands united against oppression and against exposure from the government, from the top 1% wealthiest people. And man. So during the financial crisis 2023, the government forced the big company UBS to buy the Credit Suisse in order to withhold and withstand the crumble of the financial crash, you know. So we tried to catch it in our country so it won't get globally. And we did it, and at least the government paid 50 billions. So we, the people, paid 50 billions to catch the bank. And man, fuckers like Urs Rohner and other people threw away in their Porsche with 50 millions, all stole from our people. And then they come up with that poster, you know. And people don't think about it, they just see it. And also, like, what's strange here, because it is near the Paradeplatz, it is called Paradeplatz, and think all the goods and services they provide here are actually only for the people that are rich or have a lot of money. So they don't have a lot of goods and services which are provided for the middle class. So you see the rising inequality and that a lot of people cannot afford anymore to live here and stuff. And man, just like somebody has to speak up and say something against it. I know this is a rich district. It is nice to have rich districts. It is the backbone of a city to have also rich districts and normal districts and like different aspects of life and stuff, and this different looks and houses and stuff. But yeah, can't be, because in the city nowadays, in the city, a lot of goods and services where you see that actually companies are surviving or thriving maybe, are most goods and services which are actually prepared for people that have a lot of money. So not for the middle class, because the middle class is shrinking. People have lesser money, especially the middle class, like the 80% who are really workers, the hard workers. And I mean, the people who have companies, they are slick, you know. They think, I want to make money. How can I make money if the middle class doesn't want to spend any? So provide higher services for higher classes, make more money out of it, because you need to sell lesser goods, lesser services for higher amounts of money. And you see that here You see that in a lot of in the major parts of throughout the city, and it changed because 5, 10, 20 years ago you had more services also for the middle class, but nowadays you feel like it increased. Yeah, logging here for 2-3 hours, guys, to give you the truth about the city and stuff. Solid. And yeah, it's this basically. See it? Sometimes you encounter people who know you, you need to laugh, you put a smile on your face and shit continues, man. I lost the worries. So now in 2024, when you go with the train and you travel with the train, there have never been more people in this country than nowadays. And you see myself, I have a migrational background as well. I am not a 100% Swiss citizen, it is visible. But the amount of foreign people we have today now, it is way too much, I tell you. Because the population gets exchanged so quick, it is crazy. And I always ask myself, how many people more can Switzerland take? Because we are a little country and we only have specific resources, we only have specific amount of space. And the amount of people that are coming in right now and that are here in the country, taking public services and stuff, using trains and stuff, using train and every form of accommodation, it is very much. And those are the questions that are wandering through the heads of the citizens of Switzerland, because you see a lot of people, man, and it is getting way too much. Because the infrastructure, we cannot hold that. We only have a specific amount of houses, a specific amount of food, of accommodation. And the amount that is coming in right now is way too much. I'm a foreigner myself. I am the least person who can complain for that. But when you ask the people and you interview them, a lot of them are a little bit scared to actually say it and to take their stance against the mass immigration and stuff. But you see it in the people's heads, in their eyes, what they're thinking, and man, people start to getting worried because it is really a lot. It is really a lot. The major train station, for example in Zürich, the Zürich train station, it gets so packed during the rush hours, you can't even move anymore. And 4 or 5 years ago, you could move very better. You could move more well. You had more space for yourself, or other people had more space. Nowadays, you feel like sometimes you are in clinch with other people. And it's getting way too much. But the politics, they are with the economists in bed, and they only want to have an economical growth. So they are supporting economic growth, and that means bringing more people into the country, bringing, exchanging the Swiss population. And I feel a little bit sad about the Swiss citizen, people who have Swiss nationality, and they see their country getting completely replaced by foreigners. Even myself, I'm a foreigner. I support, hey, listen, I'm not a racist. I want that everyone has the best opportunity and that everyone can grow, no matter in which country. I wish the best for everyone. I'm not a bad person or a racist, but it is getting crazy here and so populated that we need to make measures, and the politicians need to think and plan through that, because the amount of people that we saw in the last 5 years, give it 5-10 years more and the infrastructure is getting hurt. For real, guys. Don't be mad at me. So this man comes from Spain, and he told me his situation, like as if you thought about Switzerland as the dream country, and you come here and...
Well, it's a beautiful country.
Yes.
And now the rest of Europe, like this, I come from Spain, but France too is difficult. The economy is not good for the young people, and here is a good opportunity for work.
But what would you say, for example, the housing prices are incredibly high?
It's going up. For me, the most difficult thing in Switzerland is find a a house with. Well, now I live in a 10 house people. I pay 600 for a bed in a room with 3 beds.
With 3 people.
But I was paying 400 for a week in a hostel, the baddest hostel in the city, I think.
Fuck.
400 for a week for a bed in a 4-bedroom, very little.
But listen, we always say this is the richest country, and this is the best country to work and stuff. But what about the people that cannot afford an apartment? They work on construction like you, people who are good people, hard-working people, but they cannot afford a 3.5.
Business. Now the business is when the people need something. Is the business. The rich people have the opportunity to win more from poor people.
Yes, but this happened only 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, some people told me about 10 years ago was different.
And this is the problem, because when we talk about a rich country, about Switzerland, then it should be obvious that if you are a hard worker, a construction worker like my friend or myself, that you can afford an apartment and that everything is cheap. But it is not the case anymore, and that makes a lot of people sad, I think.
Yeah, the hardest thing is find a good place. I see every day it's in Flatfox, in application, but it's not
very
easy.
difficult.
Yeah.
And it's not so the Switzerland dream. Always people think a lot, dream, but here you have to work a lot.
Yeah, I work a lot. I work very hard. I have bad my hands after working 2 months and a half in demolition, with a big machine every day. My finger now is broken sometimes.
Para mí, si tú me preguntas, solo vivir como la vida en España es mucho mejor.
In Spain, I was paid 300 for a little house with garden, swimming pool. I do gardening, so I finally I don't pay money. I pay in my time in work. And the life in Spain, South Spain. I come from Andalusia. Is very good, but we work a lot too, just for pay house and food. Here in Switzerland, I can save.
You can save more.
Little bit, but now I need learn to save more money.
But you'd pay the price because in the south of Spain, more open, I think. Here, how is it here? How do you feel here for the people and?
Well, the Swiss people is close. Yeah, I know the people working with me from other countries, but people from here is not easy to have a friend.
For me, I don't like it. Do you?
I like every people, but I say it's difficult. The people from here is just in his way. Don't look around.
Yeah. But I think we both agree that something needs to change. The apartments and
that is a big problem. I remember I rent a room for a Swiss guy. He go in holidays for 2 months. I was paid 1,800 for 70 days. And that day I do the contract. He say, "Oh, I need to go to the protest for the price of the house." But I doing this with that guy. It's something.
No, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Man, it was very nice to meet you.
Okay.
And man,
I think you do a good work because me too. I wanna take a camera and sometimes explain the reality of the things.
Because listen, the media, I don't know, you know the 20 minutes, the media, the blue media here in Zurich?
I never see TVs or...
Brother, they are not covering those things. They are never talking about inequality, about apartments, about declining birth rate.
Yeah.
They are not for us. They are not standing for us.
No, it's...
Rich get richer, poor poorer. Nobody does everything.
And in these times, it's like more big the difference in the rich and poor.
Yes, and imagine in 5 to 10 years, nobody is saying anything. It's crazy.
You can see other people give information about that. They say we live in a crisis, economical crisis, but we don't see like the last one. It's little to little, people is getting poor, poor,
but they always say crisis. But you know, the money never disappeared. it just got exchanged to the wrong person.
Become more rich,
Yes.
and the poor is more poor.
And we are getting angry. We population everywhere around the world.
Oh, for me, it's an experience. Come in Switzerland, live in the city, but I realize it's like a jail. Every day you do the same thing, working, and at the end of the month you pay a lot.
It's not worth it, really. It's difficult.
Well, for me, it's an experience, but I think it's not worth for the rest of my life.
Because I was born and raised here. We never had worries about money. Never think about money. But last 4 or 5 years,
In Switzerland.
difficult. Switzerland, mejor del mundo. Pero it's getting, it's not always so shiny. But thanks you, man, and nice to meet you. And
Okay, thank you too.